Welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily. Today we're going to be flowing through a Vinyasa flow that focuses on a little bit of arm strength and a little bit of hip opening, so it'll feel very well balanced and dynamic. We're going to get started in a comfortable seat, so whenever you're ready, you can make your way here, cross-legged, or if there's any other seat that you prefer, go ahead. We're not going to need any props for this practice. We are going to work towards potentially finding forearm balance pincha, but it is not the main goal of the practice, so you absolutely do not have to go there if you don't feel comfortable. But that being said, if you do want to practice, maybe having a wall nearby is not the worst idea. All right, we're going to get started. You can just close your eyes, hands rest on your knees, and we'll take a deep breath in through the nose. And then exhale through the mouth, let it go. Let's do that again. Deep breath in. Hold the breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release. 2 more like that. Inhale. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. And hold. And exhale to let it go. And let's reach the arms above the head as you breathe in. Exhale, hands to the back of the head. Inhale here. As you breathe out, let's twist to the right. So really feeling the core. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale again to the right. Inhale. And to the left. Inhale. Little side bend to the right, so you should again feel your core wake up. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Trying to keep your right sit bone grounded. Inhale, center. 1 more on each side. And left. And coming back through center. Exhale, we're going to round the upper back. So chin into chest, elbows come to touch. Inhale, open. Press your head into your hands. Separate the elbows wide. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. 1 more. Exhale. Inhale, open. Release the hands at your lower back. Interlace your hands. Deep breath in. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, let's fold. Bring the crown of the head down towards the mat. Arms lift up and away from your back. And then slowly lift the chest. Let's bring the hands out in front of us. We're going to roll over the shins, coming into tabletop. And just start to move in any direction that feels good. And slowly coming back through center. Let's bring the right hand on the right shoulder and then create some big circles with your right elbow in one direction. Now, even maybe bending your left elbow a bit, exaggerating the movement. And switch directions for 3, 2, 1. Right arm reaches up. Exhale, thread the needle. And let's drop the right shoulder, right side of the head. Left arm reaches forward. Here, let's see if we can just lift the left leg back. And hold for 5. Left arm stays on the mat. 4. Gently pressing down into the floor with the back of your right arm. 3. Keep finding length through the left leg. 2. And 1. Release your left knee. Come into puppy pose. Right arm reaches forward. Let's come into Sphinx pose, sliding onto the belly. And breathe in, pull your chest through your shoulders. Exhale, look over your right shoulder, try to spot your right foot. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, look over the left. Try to spot your left foot, so stretching the muscles of the eyes. Inhale, center. Exhale, release. Come all the way back to child's pose. And then with a rounded back, tabletop. And come back to a neutral spine. Left hand on the left shoulder. Draw big circles in one direction. Inhaling as you lift. Exhaling as you lower. For 2. 1. And let's switch directions for 3. Big exaggerated movements. 2. 1. Left arm reaches up. Thread the needle. Let's drop the left shoulder, left side of the head. Right arm reaches forward. Extend your right leg back. Try to find stability in your left shoulder and your right arm. For 3, everything is nice and engaged. For 2, keep reaching through those right toes. And 1, release the right knee. Left arm reaches forward, puppy pose. Slide into Sphinx pose. And then let's bend the right knee. Left hand can come underneath your foot. Right arm reaches back. And gently pull that right foot a little closer to your right hip. Any variation that feels nice here. For 5. And then slowly release. Let's switch sides. Left arm reaches back. Gently pull that left leg towards you. Left heel to butt. And make sure you're not collapsing in that right shoulder. So really pushing out of your right shoulder. As you breathe out, release. Let's come all the way down to the belly. Hands underneath the shoulders. Tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. Maybe walk it out. Wiggle the hips side to side. Anything that feels good. As you breathe in, right leg rises. Bend the right knee. Open up the hip. And then let's look over the left shoulder. See if you can see your right foot. Good. So again, stretching the muscles of the eyes, mapping our body in space. As you breathe out, knee to nose, step your right foot between the hands. Anjaneyasana, cactus the arms. Exhale, power lunge. For 3, inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, power lunge. 2. And 1, hold power lunge for 5. 4, strong left leg. 3, 2, 1. Re-bend to the left knee. Bring the hands to the back of the head. Inhale here. Exhale, twist to the right. So squeezing navel in. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale again, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist, hold. Extend your arms out to the sides, hold. And then find a back bend, right hand to the back of the left leg. As you breathe out, cartwheel the hands down, standing splits, left leg rises. And then we'll go between those two, so drop the left knee, come into a little lunge, exhale, standing splits. For 3, trying to land softly. 2. And last one. Hold here, standing splits. As you breathe out, left foot steps beside the right foot, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, roll up, high mountain. Exhale, interlace the hands behind your lower back. Try to do the opposite grip of the hands that you had when we were sitting, if you remember. And then let's fold over the legs. Slowly release, hands underneath your feet. We're going to slide the hands so that the soles of the feet are connected. Soles of the hands, palms of the hands are connected to the soles of the feet. And then just wiggle your toes, massage your wrists. Take a deep breath in, halfway lift. So let's slide the hands out from underneath the feet. Turn your fingers so they point towards your toes, and see if you can bring the heels of the hands down. And maybe you're just kind of bending and straightening the elbows, if that feels good. And then let's flip the palms up and press the backs of the hands into the mat. Maybe squeeze the hands into fists. And then release, plant the hands, step back, high plank. Let's take 3 push-ups for 3, 2, 1. Bring your knees and elbows down. Let's come through upward facing dog. Pause. Bend your right knee. Release the right foot. Bend your left knee. Release the left foot. Downward facing dog, send it back. Left leg rises, inhale. Bend your left knee, open up the hip. Let's see if we can peek over the right shoulder. Find your left foot. And then bring your left knee into the chest, step your left foot through. Anjaneyasana, inhale. Exhale, cactus, the arms open up the heart. Inhale, power lunge. For 3, 2, 1. Power lunge, we hold for 5, 4, 3. Keep reaching your arms up, 2, and 1. Drop the right knee, bend the elbows, hands to the back of the head. Deep breath in here. Exhale, twist as far as you can to the left. Really squeeze that right glute. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist and hold. Reach the arms out. And then little back bend. Left hand to the back of the right leg. As you breathe out, standing splits. And then we'll come into this little lunge. So dropping the top of the right foot and the right knee. Reach the arms up. Standing splits. For 3, 2. Last one. Hold standing splits for 3, 2. Keep lifting that right leg. And 1. Release the right foot, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, roll up, high mountain. Exhale, hands to the heart space. Let's come high on the toes. And then slowly bend the knees, hips to heels. For 3. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Ooh. Exhale, lower. Hands come on the floor in front of you. We're going to take crow pose. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just release your right foot. Step the left leg back. So the right foot is just behind the right wrist. Right arm reaches up to the sky. Pivot onto the outer blades of the feet. Inhale, lift the hips, right arm reaches over right ear. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift and hold. Right hand catches the right knee. Come into side plank. And then wild thing. Let's step to the top of the mat. Come into active squat. Exhale, hands find the floor, crow pose. For 5, Even if the toes are still on the mat, that's okay. You can stay here for 4, 3, 2, 1. See if you can just drop your left foot. Right foot steps to the back of the mat. Left arm reaches up, and then pivot onto the outer blades of the feet, horizon lunge. Inhale, lift the hips, left arm reaches over left ear. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Bring your left hand onto your left knee. Come through side plank. And then wild thing. And this time we come into high plank. 3 push-ups, let's go. Knees can assist for 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees, drop the elbows, pull yourself through upward facing dog. Downward facing dog, exhale. And deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Drop your elbows down on the mat, either one at a time or both together. And then let's lift the right leg up high. As you breathe out, we're going to bring knee to nose and lift the elbows off the mat. As you breathe in, drop the elbows, right leg extends. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right foot steps between the hands. Warrior 1, rise up. Interlace your hands at your lower back. Open up the chest. Humble warrior, exhale. And slowly, let's come all the way back up. Reach the arms up, warrior 1. Exhale, warrior 3. Let's bring the left hand down on the mat. Right arm reaches up towards the sky. Revolved half moon. Either staying here or bend your left knee. Maybe catch your left foot with your right hand. Come back to revolved half moon. And then delicately step back, revolved crescent lunge. Right hand finds the back of the left leg. Hold. As you breathe out, bring your left hand down on the mat. Right arm reaches up towards the sky. Exhale, pivot onto the outer blades of the feet. Drop the hips. Inhale, lift the hips. Right arm reaches over right ear. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the hips. Pause. Wild thing. And then right foot steps to the top right corner of the mat without the help of the right hand if possible. Kick your left leg through. Low boat. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold low boat. 5, 4, 3. Shaky, shaky. 2, 1. Come up. Rock back and forth. Bend the knees, cross the shins, step or jump back. Your vinyasa. Okay, we're gonna pause in upward facing dog. Bend the right knee. Now from here, peel into wild thing. Come back to high plank. Back to upward facing dog in whatever way you want to get there. Bend the left knee, come into wild thing. So just rolling onto the right side. Come back to high plank, your vinyasa. Back to downward facing dog, deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. One more inhale. And release. Drop your elbows. Left leg rises. Now knee to nose.
For 5, lifting the elbows. Drop the elbows, send it back. 4. Try to use your legs a little more. 3. 2. If it's too much, you can do without lowering the elbows. 1. Left foot steps to the top of the mat. Warrior 1, rise up. Also, if the elbows don't go all the way down to the floor, that's okay. It can be like a half bend as well. We adapt. Interlace your hands at your lower back. Let's open up the chest. Humble warrior, fold. Try to keep your hips and shoulders aligned to the top of the mat and make sure you're not squeezing the back of your neck. So actually try to pull your chin into your chest. Breathing in, let's release. Come back to warrior 1. Warrior 3, we tip forward. And then let's bring the right fingertips down. Left arm reaches up to the sky. Revolved half moon. You can stay there or bend that right knee. Catch the outer blade of the right foot for revolved sugar cane. Slowly release, revolved half moon. Step back, revolved crescent. Let's find the back bend, left hand to the back of the right leg. As you breathe out, right hand finds the floor, left arm reaches up. Pivot onto the outer blades of the feet. Inhale, lift the hips. Let's do that one more time, lower. Inhale, lift. Pause, wild thing. Left foot steps to the top left corner of the mat. Whoop. Kick your right leg through. Low boat. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rock back and forth. Your Vinyasa. All the way back to downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. One more. And release. Let's reach the right arm, right leg up. Bend the right knee, open up the hip. Right knee to left elbow, exhale. Fallen star, extend your right leg out. Now from here, we're gonna come into three-legged dog, keeping that left arm in the air. So left arm can reach back, three-legged dog, right leg rises. Hold. And then release your left hand, three-legged dog. And let's drop the elbows. Hold it. As you breathe out, release your right foot. Walk your feet much closer into your elbows. And we hold for another 5, 4, resist the floor, 3, 2, 1. Stay on your elbows, bend the knees. Look forward, we're gonna hop to the top of the mat. So as you hop, you lift the elbows. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, roll up. Exhale, hands to the heart space. High mountain, inhale. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, breathe in, find length. Plant the hand, step or jump back. Your Vinyasa. Finding down dog again, we'll do that on the left. Left leg rises. Bend the left knee, open up the hip. Left knee to right elbow. Extend your left leg out, fallen star. Keep your right arm in the air as you come back to three-legged dog, if possible. Hold for 3, strong left shoulder, 2, 1. Bring your right hand back down, three-legged dog, and then bring your elbows down. Keep lifting your left leg as high as possible. And then release your left foot. Walk your feet in closer. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees, look forward. Little hop. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale to fold. High mountain rise. Exhale, hands to the heart space. Make sure your feet are hip distance. Close your eyes, and we're just going to find our center. So you can circle over your feet in one direction and in the other. And then slowly make those movements smaller and smaller until you find your center. And just stay there with eyes closed, engaging your legs, reaching down through the fingertips, noticing the length of your spine, feeling perfectly balanced. And then very slowly, you can blink the eyes open. We're going to reach the arms up, high mountain. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Pull out the hands, step back, high plank. And then drop the knees, tabletop. Bring your elbows down. Either hand stay flat or any other grip. I prefer to have my hands together. It feels better on my shoulders, but that's my body. I know plenty of people whose it's the opposite. So play around. Make sure your elbows are about shoulder distance apart, so you can measure that by just grabbing onto the upper arms. And then we're gonna come into dolphin. So lifting the knees, walking as close as possible in towards your elbows. And just start with your favorite leg. And we'll just hold that standing split. This is level 1, or level 1 would be dolphin, this would be level 2. Level 3 is lifting and lowering the bottom heel. And then level 4 would be finding balance. And then very slowly, coming down to child's pose. We'll take a little break between the sides, hands by the feet. Okay, last time, left side. Prepare. Make sure now your elbows and hands are your base, so make sure they are set up correctly. Lift the hips. The closer you can walk in, it is harder when you're on the ground, but it's actually gonna make the lift off so much easier. Lift your opposite leg. Either stay here or start to lower and lift the bottom heel, or find balance. And then very slowly come down. Some days are going to be easier than others. Don't be too hard on yourself. We all have our moments. And then just know that before you can find lightness and ease in these kinds of shapes, it is going to be really hard at first. So that part is necessary. All that discomfort is necessary. And then on the other end of that, there are moments of ease, of lightness. They do exist. All right, we'll come all the way onto our bellies. Just stretch it out a little. Right arm reaches out to the right. Bend your left elbow and your left knee, and let's roll onto the right side. And then bring your left arm behind your back. And just kind of let it flop onto the floor. Now breathe deeply into the right side of your chest. And then slow. And now let's roll back onto the belly. Extend your left arm out to the left. Bend your right elbow, right knee. Roll onto the left side and just let your right arm hang behind your back. Deep breaths, allowing yourself to start to relax, trying to deepen the breath a little more. And then we come back onto the belly. Let's make our way into child's pose. And then we're just going to walk the hands all the way back to the knees and sit on our heels. So from here, we're going to bring the hands at the back, interlacing the hands behind your lower back. And we're just going to bring both hands on the right hip. So the aim is to stretch the left side of your neck, left shoulder. From here, we're going to look towards the right shoulder, and you'll already feel that beautiful stretch here. Now you can play around with the angle, so maybe tilting your chin up or down a little bit more, and wherever you feel like here it's super stretchy, just stay there and breathe into it. We'll stay for 10. Don't worry about your right shoulder, it can be fully relaxed. Focus on the left side of your neck. Just 2 more breaths here. And then come back through center very slowly. Rest your hands on your lap for a moment. Close the eyes. And then let's switch. Interlace the hands at the lower back and bring both hands over your left hip. Look down towards your left shoulder and play around again. Try to find that angle that feels the best, that feels the deepest. And let's hold here. You might even feel it all the way into your jaw like I do right now. And the more you focus on breathing into this right side of the neck, the more you can feel the stretch. And you're kind of using your breath as a massage to tense and release the muscles. One more breath here. And let's come back through center. Hands on your knees. We'll do just a few seated cat and cows. So inhale, we pull the hands towards the hip creases, pull the chest open. Exhale, slide the hands, hold your knees, lean back. Inhale to open. Exhale, chin into chest, round. One more time, breathe in. Exhale, round. Come back through center. Let's go down into our Savasana. So make your way down nice and slowly. And relax. Arms extend out to the sides. If you need any last stretch or squeeze, you can go ahead. Do anything you need. This is your practice. You're at home. You can do whatever you want. But make sure that after you're done moving, please take at least 2 to 3 minutes to just lie down and do nothing. Be completely still. It is one of the best ways that you can help your body to recover, to really maximize on everything that you did today if that's what you're interested in. But it's also so important to give your mind some rest, to give yourself a moment of pause, to simply exist without constantly being in a state of doing. Just allow yourself to be here, to breathe. Observing how your body and mind feel after the practice. As always, thank you so much for joining me for today's practice. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to leave a like and a comment and subscribe if you're not already. It really means the world to me, so thank you so much for being here. Have a wonderful rest of your day, wonderful week ahead, and I will see you in the next class. Namaste.